Hey guys, are you struggling to be more productive at home? Well, I'm going to try and solve that today with 5 actionable tips that you can do right now. These are tips that I use every single day of my life, and they really help me become more productive in my daily activities. But before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon to know when I release a new video. Let's get started. Alright, tip number 1, be specific. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to create 3 goals for the day. And that's all. No more than 3 goals, no less than 3 goals. Because what this allows you to do is it allows you to focus on just that one thing that all you need to do. You don't have a million things going through your mind all day, every day, and you never get anything done. You focus on one thing. There was a famous person, I can't remember who said it, but he said, if you try and catch 2 rabbits and you try and go for both of them, you'll catch neither. And that's the same kind of thing. If you try to do too many things at once, you'll never get them all done. So you want to limit yourself to like 1, 2 or 3 things throughout the day, so you can focus solely on that. This allows you as well to stop wasting time on fluff and stuff that you don't need to do. So you want to focus on the most important things, the things that are going to propel you the furthest, and forget about the fluff that doesn't actually really matter. So for example, I have a couple of goals to achieve today. I have this YouTube video, I want to complete this, and I also want to do more research for more content for my YouTube channel for other videos. And that's all I have to do. I don't have to worry about anything else. I only have to worry about them 2 things. So it allows me to get what's going to be most important for me. It allows me to get that done. Right, tip number 2, remove distractions. When you get distracted, it literally takes you about 20 minutes to get back into that focus mode. So if you're in focus mode and somebody walks in the door, or you hear your phone go ping, it takes you out of that focus mode, and it takes you about 20 minutes to get back into that focus mode. It's really quite hard to do it. So you want to remove as many distractions as you can. Things like this is to turn your phone off. An easy thing to stay focused is to turn your phone off. That's one of the biggest distractions that we have today. If you live with other people, tell them that you don't want to be disturbed. If you live with your parents, you live with friends or whatever, and they come in your room a lot, then tell them, don't disturb me for the next hour, for the next hour and a half. I'm getting on with some work and I need to be able to focus. The only reason I want you to come in is unless it's an absolute emergency and you've got no choice. Another thing to do is to remove stuff around you. I used to have a guitar in here. I used to have other stuff in here, like books and that would always distract me. If I got bored, if I got stressed out, if I didn't know how to do something, I'd just pick up my guitar and start playing it and not do my work. I would look at a book. Sometimes I'd be so bored, a pencil would be interesting to me, and I'd look at the pencil, and if I'd think, like, why am I doing this? But it just happens. So you need to get rid of as many distractions around you as you can. Another thing to do is to, if you like going on YouTube, you go going on Facebook or any social media, or play games on your computer, then I would get some kind of software to block them out for the time period that you want to work. I use a program called Focus Me. They have a 2-week free trial, and it's like really cheap for like the whole year. I think it's like 20-30 quid for the whole year, so it's not that expensive. And what it allows me to do, it allows me to block any application, any website, any game, for whatever time period. It allows me to do a lot of other stuff as well. It's got a lot of customizational things, but I use it just to block it off, and what the way I do it is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I block off YouTube, I block off Facebook, I block off any games, I block off Steam, I block off stuff that I don't want to go on that would normally distract me. And it really, really helps. You've got to avoid distractions and not resist. Like, tip number 3, get out of the house. Now, we're in coronavirus times at the moment, so you might not be able to do this as much, but it's still a really good tip. A way that I like to get stuff done when I'm being like stagnate in my own house, in my office or whatever, I like to go to a coffee shop or go to a library, somewhere where they got Wi-Fi, so I can still go on the internet, so I can still do research. But for some reason, I'm able to just do work and not get distracted. Facebook doesn't bother me. Like, I could go on Facebook and search up some stuff, but it's still, I wouldn't just keep scrolling through it. And same with YouTube. I can learn stuff on YouTube when I'm out in a coffee shop or in a library, but I don't have that need to just binge watch. And I don't know why, I don't know what that is, but it just is. So I like doing it as well because I like to be able to have a coffee. I like to drink coffees, and it just allows me to get stuff done. So if you're not in lockdown, I highly recommend going outside. If it's a nice day, maybe just go into the park. If you don't need Wi-Fi, stick some headphones on, go to the park, sit on a bench, sit on the grass, and just do some work. Makes it easy. At the moment, sometimes I just sit in my car. I don't get out, I don't go anywhere. But if I need a change of scenery, I might just sit in my car and do some work. It's not as effective, but it still works a little bit. Tip number 4, 90-minute sessions. Now, what this is basically you do one task for 90 minutes. You have a timer out, you set the timer, and you just complete that one task. I would always recommend that you know what you're going to do. You know exactly what you're going to do. You're prepared for it. I wouldn't start the timer and then say, right, what should I do? No, that doesn't work. You need to be able to know what you're going to do, and then once you start the timer, you focus on that straight away. Other things I would do is if you use your phone as a timer like I do, I'd recommend putting it on airplane mode so you still don't get any distractions. Tell everybody around you don't want to be distracted, and just make sure that you're set up for success. If you set yourself up for success, you'll have success. If you don't put these things in action, then you probably won't succeed, and you'll probably fail, and you'll probably lose your focus halfway through, and then you'll find it hard to get back into focus, and it'll take you 20 minutes, and then the time's up, and you're like, I didn't really get much done. I love 90-minute sessions so much that I actually do 6 90-minute sessions a day. I'll show you on here quickly. I do 7 till 9, and then 10 till 11:30, 1 till 2, 2 till 3, 3:30 till 5, and 6 till 7. Not all of them are an hour and a half. Some of them are only an hour, some of them 2 hours. This is because I don't work as well between 1 and 2 o'clock. That's when I get really tired. So I make it something easy that I do there. In the morning, I work a lot better. So I try and do a longer one, so I do 2 hours there. So you've got to plan out, and you've got to work to what suits you and what suits your needs, and just do it, start doing it, and you'll find it out eventually. And tip number 5, waking up earlier. Waking up earlier, I'm telling you, is probably the biggest thing that's made me more productive in my days, allowed me to get a hell of a lot more done. It's allowed me to I don't know, have a better mindset, have a better plan, be more productive. It's just one of the best things that I've done in my life. Not only does waking up earlier, it gives you, not only does it give you more time. If you say, let's say you wake up at 9 or 10 o'clock, if you wake up at 7, you've got 2 hours that you didn't have before to actually do work. But you can also work at your best. I find that working in the morning, about 30 to 60 minutes after I wake up, is a really good time to start working, because I'm focused, I'm ready, everything's refreshed, and I feel like I can get a lot done and I can do really good work. That is when I do my best work. So not only do you have more time, but you also do your best work. And a bonus tip as well, if you can start your day right, so do a morning routine, I talk about that in another video, but also if you can start your work, the most important tasks, one of your 3 tasks that you want to complete for the day, if you can do that 30 to 60 minutes after you've woken up, you will have a lot of success doing that. You'll do your best work and you'll be quite surprised at how much you get done. Well, that was my 5 tips on how to be more productive at home. Let me know what you're going to be doing today, which one of these tips you're going to be doing, you're going to be setting in place. Let me know in the comments below. And before I go, don't forget, subscribe, like, comment. They all help me out. Hit that bell notification to be notified when I release new videos. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video.